Greetings everybody and welcome to a new video. My name is Fuko and today we have a look at Atlantis, a new premium map in the Ark mod catalog. It comes with a 10 USD price tag, but in my opinion, completely worth it. The map is 70% finished and is supposed to be finished at the end of January 2025. And in my opinion, it's totally worth the money because it's the first truly fully aquatic themed map that has a lot of love put into it, and you can see it in every biome of this map. It's amazing because most maps in Ark seem like the developers don't put much thought into the underwater worlds, and it breaks my heart, to be completely honest with you, because I love the underwater worlds. I love underwater exploration. I like underwater caves. I like marine animals. They are one of my favorite animals in the world. Uh, and it often feels like these underwater regions in normal Ark maps don't have that much thought put into them. So it's refreshing to see an underwater map that's actually put a lot of love into it. And let's get right to it. This is the spawn region with a lot of little temples. Makes me think a little bit of Scorched Earth temples in the dunes. A lot of people will have their first bases built here. There are a lot of early game spawns. There are charge nodes because this map has aberration spawns and resources in it. These little things are loot crates. They always have scuba tanks in them, which makes it much easier for you to get to the next step of the map, which is leaving this little square underwater bubble and get to the next part of your big exploration journey. You will find the exit of this biome by searching for the pink trees. These have usually an exit right next to them, which makes it possible for you to get to exploring to the rest of the map. All around the Atlantis map are these little water, like air bubbles, like you know them from the center. You can freely build in most of them. Probably good idea to like save these spots relatively early because on official server, which this map has already, official servers are online. These are probably one of the first one to go. Like people will pillar the shit out of them. But just so you know, we are in the Sunken Tech City, how I like to call it. You have a lot of these lanterns here. You can harvest them, especially well with the Dunkle Ostois. They give tons and tons of crystal and metal. Like, it's so easy to farm huge amounts of metal on this map. It's unreal. I'm playing with times 4 or times 5 harvesting, and every single lantern gives me like 5 to 600 metal and 1000 crystal. It's amazing. These are the coordinates. Right under this tech, the Sunken Tech Cave, we have another biome, which is the Sunken Shipyard. You have a lot of Tusotoitus and Mosasaurus spawn in here. We have giant skeletons hanging from the ceiling, a lot of shipwrecks, big spawns. You will find everything you need down here if you search for big ocean tames to get and add to your collection. It's really nicely themed. I like the purplish aura of this place. All across the map we have these sunken temple structures where you can build with like tech moon pools if you feel like it. Not everybody has tech stuff unlocked already. So, and there are no real bosses on this map as of December 2024. So you'd have to either unlock your tech rims or come with a leveled character from another map. Which makes these underwater bubbles that I showed before much more valuable because unofficial, not many people will have tech stuff here. For the people that really like to search, you will find these little pockets here. Behind the force field, completely without water. You have enough space in here to build a nice base right on the ground. There's enough space here to have a nicely built big base. And I would imagine that these spots are the ones that go first. Like on official especially. If you're not fast enough, these will be gone within hours, I would imagine. Right here we are in the sunken redwood biome of the map, which can be found around these spots. There are a lot of underwater bubbles in the sunken redwood biome with standard redwood spawns in here for you guys to enjoy. Dire bears are here, diplodocus and other stuff. Half of the biome is underwater, but the other one has a lot of space to actually build in, which is nice. And what this map also has, which I want to show you next, is a sunken beehive cave, which is especially useful now because we don't have crystal isles yet with the giant beehive cave. So this is probably the easiest way to get huge amounts of money. It is this cave entrance around the coordinates 61 and 72. There are two different cave entrances. This side of the beehive cave only has a square room at the end. Usually there are a few beehives here, but I already farmed them. Not much spawn on this side of the cave. The other side of the cave has level 200 spawns in it, which will definitely attack you as soon as they see you. But at least on single player you can put a moonpool in here with like a Doedicurus or Ankylosaurus, and you can just swim up to the beehives and get huge amounts of honey and organic polymer. Really, really great addition to this map. At the top right corner of the map we have a giant swamp biome with a lot of swamp spawns. There will be Rhinognatha spawning a lot here, Carcinos, we have Sarcosuchus, we have Dinosuchus, a lot of swamp-based creatures. So probably not the best spot to live, if you ask me. At the coordinates 750 about, there is an underwater cave entrance, which leads you to the map exclusive, in my opinion quite silly looking, mini-boss, which is behind this force field and cannot get out. His name is Charco, and he will give 35 to 40 unstable element, which will be converted to normal element after some time. You can farm him every half an hour. He will respawn in one of two random locations on the map. I will show you the other one. Here we are at a giant squid stone formation, which goes to the lower level of the map. Nice underwater bubble here with a shipwreck. If you go very, very deep, you can actually find an entrance to a very nice looking little blue tree biome with a really lovely aberration like shine, and a lot of little temples where you can build in. Nothing can get inside, you're completely protected. Really nice. These are the coordinations of this part of the map. Here we have another really, really cool part of the map with a giant glowing-eyed squid stone formation and a big temple right behind him, where you also can build in. Nothing big can get through these, only like megalodon size can fit through them, so might be a nice spot for an underwater base to build. Also there are these natural air bubbles here as well, where you can put your normal land base right above the glowing eye statue of the squid. Here we have one of the most beautiful biomes of the entire map, in my opinion. It's a giant blue crystal cave with a lot of mosasaurus spawn. There are a lot of mosasaurus in here. And also, if you look at the very bottom, there are some carcinos spawning randomly. So good for organic polymer farming or mosasaurus taming. This is definitely the biggest spawn for mosasaurus on the entire map, in my opinion. Quite the harsh environment to build a base though, because there are no underwater bubbles in the near facility, so you really need the underwater moon pool to build right into this one if you don't want to go to the neighbor biomes and build in one of the water bubbles first. That's up to you. Right above the blue crystal biome, which is at these locations, we have this big entrance, which is directly under the big statue of the guy here. You have two options to go here. You can either go to the underwater city of Atlantis, which is the greatest biome of the map in my opinion. It's beautiful. They did a great job designing this one. But we go there last. First we go here. It's a seaweed biome, which is relatively basic. There's not that much to see in this part of the map, but if you swim far enough, you will eventually find this opening at the top of the map. It's around these coordinates, but there are multiple. So you will see this and think this is the roof of the map, like on all the other parts of the map. But nope, this is just a normal natural pool. And you can get out here. This is the actual roof of the map. And this biome, which is all across the big square of the Sunken City, is actually the biome where all the big animals spawn. Like T-Rex, Carnos. You get like a lot of endgame creatures here, Argentavis. This is basically the biome where you get all your meta tames that everybody needs in the middle to end game. We are big at the big entrance underneath the taint of the big statue. Now we go to the lower part of the entrance, which is this giant blue luminescent underwater city of Atlantis. It looks amazing in my opinion. They did a great job designing this one. There is a lot of light, a lot of very organic underwater lightning happening here. You have a lot of big spawns here, like Mosas, you have Tusotoitis spawning, you have an obelisk right here. This is the obelisk pad for this map, by the way, these big spheres swimming. You can build beautiful underwater bases here, because I'm gonna show you at one of the higher levels. This is actually where I built my base, which is still under construction. You can just put all your ocean tames in here and nothing big can enter, only the small tames, which I completely negated by building inside. But yeah, perfectly even plateaus. You even have some where these underwater bubbles are, so you don't even need moon pools. You can just normally build inside of these beautiful structures. It's amazing. There's also at the very bottom, on specific regions... Ah, nice, I found one. Again, these these force field entrances with little caves where you can build in. These will be gone within hours after release of the map, I would assume, because these are the most sought after. Yep. And another little thing I want to show you is that there is the second boss cave, which Sharko can spawn in, which is around... Let me see. Oh yeah, here's another nice big protected entrance with a podest and everything. Really great base spot. showing the locations for you guys. Here you go. I think it was around there. I don't know why I didn't... Oh yeah. Here's the second cave for the underwater boss. About 85 and 3.5. You go in here through that seaweed. It's a bit confusing with high level enemies in here, but you will find your way. Eventually you will arrive at this force field entrance. And in here there will be the Sharko mini-boss. There's 2 boss caves on this map. Sharko can only spawn in one of them at the same time. So check out both of the caves and make sure to farm Sharko every time he respawns every 30 minutes. That's about it. I will make follow-up videos for like updates of the map because I really love this one. It's probably like my second favorite Ark map right now, right behind Aberration. I hope you enjoyed this little summary of the features of this map, of the areas you can swim through and explore. And yeah, that was it. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you had a fun time. See you next time. My name is Fuko.